Hi there, my name is Cudabear. I've been playing RuneScape on and off since 2005. During that time I've played lots of restricted accounts, but I've never played the game as it was intended since 2011. Now, I'm seeking to change that by building a main to endgame content as fast as possible using routing and macro efficiency. Welcome back to Macroefficient Main. Hello and welcome back to Macroefficient Main episode 10. It has been quite a while, and I am so happy to see you once again. If you're wondering what happened since the last episode, probably thinking, oh, a lot must have happened. I must be basically max now. That was so much time. No, actually, I basically did not play this account at all. The only thing that really happened was I did a stream the other day, and I got up to 55 agility, so I guess that's something. And honestly, that stream was so much fun. If you don't know, I stream on Thursdays at around 8:15 CST PM. We usually do a random progress thing on Macroefficient or some kind of game like hide and go seek or trivia or on the time traveler account. So if you're interested, definitely come check that out. Also, as you can see here from the stream footage, I was using the OSRS HD plugin, but I don't think I'm going to continue using it for this series going forward, as it would be kind of jarring to have such a visual shift right in the middle of the series. For future series, however, I will strongly consider using it. And also, of course, I need to plug the in-game clan here, known by Cubbyhole. If you're interested in an invite, the best way to get one is just ping me in game or join the Discord linked below. And finally, of course, if you're enjoying the series, definitely please consider leaving a subscription on the channel. It means a lot to me, and it's the easiest way to get notified of new videos. That said, I was just in the process of clearing out some of my bank, as it's just a complete disaster, and getting some money together. This is basically all the money I have to my name as it is right now. I do have quite a bit in these magic longbows, and I need to elk them for profit over time. However, I haven't quite processed and sold off all of the nests that I got from birdhouses, as well as opened and sold the seeds from the seed packs I got from the farming guild. So I figured we may as well do that now and see how much money we wind up with. I also got a little bit of money back from selling some stuff from my bank. Still have some stuff that I need to sell. This is stuff I just don't need anymore, and it does give me a nice little boost to the cash stack. So let's see how much money we can get from processing the other stuff we have in the bank. So first off, the seed packs, I've got 7 of them. It's not too great. I was hoping to have more by now, but as I mentioned, I basically have done nothing on this account, not even farm runs. So let's open them and see what we can get. Wow, this is actually incredibly lucky. For tier 2 seed packs to get 3 dragon fruit tree seeds is absolutely incredible. It actually works out to just over 500k from the 7 contracts I did because of that. It wouldn't normally be that high. It should probably be more like 300k, but that's definitely amazing. I'll sell off these seeds. Alright, we've successfully sold those off now. Time to go ahead and process all of these birds' nests as well. Go ahead and empty all these out and see what we get from that. Alright, throwing all that in the price checker, 1.2 million. That's absolutely incredible. And no small part due to the fact that the bird nests themselves are just so expensive at 3k each. Definitely do your birdhouse runs, and it definitely pays off to use the highest tier birdhouse you can as you get more nests. And boom, just like that, I've basically tripled my bank. Not technically, as I was really just cashing in on the passive gains I had going on in the background, but it's really not so bad, considering how little playtime it actually took to earn this money over the last month or so of playtime. And I'm gonna go ahead and dump a good part of this money right back into seeds for herb runs. Of course, time for a quick Hespori kill. And there we are. What will we get this time? Probably some seeds. There's the white lily seeds. I was incorrect. These are actually tradable. I was stuck in Iron Man mode in a previous episode when I said they were not, so they're not quite as strong of a blocker for farming contracts as I thought on a main account, but still nice to get some this way for sure. Well, this is probably an awkward transition. Why am I training crafting? Well, the answer is actually kind of strange. I'm just cutting some rubies though. The truth is, I'm sick and tired of my farm run route not being as efficient as it could be, so I want to get a couple of very specific things done at the start of today's episode. And that's specifically the Lumbridge and Draenor easy and medium diaries, the Ardougne medium diary, and obtain a Xeric's amulet. Between those 3 things, I'll have much faster teleports to my my farming patches and will definitely save a decent amount of time on each farm run. And of course, that will add up very quickly over time, so I think it's time to get it done, especially now that I have all the requirements thanks to doing a little bit of crafting. Also, cutting gems might seem very painful, but it is so broken for early game crafting, it's not even funny. I lost about 150k on those rubies, but I literally got 200k XP an hour from 42 to 49. I knocked that whole level jump out in 15 minutes. Rubies and lower gem-wise are definitely worth doing for crafting experience. There's just no question, at least in the early game. So let's go ahead and start with the Lumbridge diary. Crafting some water runes at the water altar, slaying a cave bug in the Lumbridge swamp cave. I guess checking your age with Hans doesn't count unless you actually go through the dialogue, so checking my age with Hans. And then pickpocketing a man. Or not. And then pickpocketing a man for 3 GP, chopping an oak log in the Lumbridge area, and burning the oak log, catching some anchovies at the Alcarid small fishing spot, killing a zombie in the Draenor sewers. Bye, zombie. Baking some bread on the Lumbridge range. And that's the last of the easy tasks, so I can go ahead and claim that reward. But I'll wait until I finish the medium ones. Grappling across the River Lum, I've successfully broken into Alcarid, buying an upgraded device from Ava, traveling to the Wizard's Tower by the power of mushrooms. Am I actually here or am I hallucinating this? Crafting a coif while standing within the cow pen in Lumbridge.
Yeah, you watch me craft the skin of your fallen brethren into a hat.
Catching a salmon in the Lumbridge area. Chop some willow logs in the Draenor area. Pickpocketing Marvin the gardener. Sorry, Marvin. Crafting some fire runes at the fire altar, catching an essence ipling within Piro. Sorry, buddy, I need your loot. Nope, you can have it back. And finally, getting a Slayer assignment from Sheldar. She wants me to kill trolls. Sorry, I'm gonna have to nuke the YouTube comments. And that's actually the end of the easy and medium tasks in full. Let's go get a reward. Chatting with Hades Cosentus here, he'll give us our rewards for the easy and medium diaries. And the experience is nice, but what I really wanted is this Explorer's Ring, which has a couple of purposes. The most important of which is a teleport option that takes me just south of the Falador farming patch. I can only use it 3 times a day at this tier, but that's still incredibly useful and will save a ton of time. I'm going to go ahead and throw the free experience onto rune crafting, however, as that is my current strategy for getting rune crafting up. All the way up to 44 though, so not too bad. And now we're on to the Ardougne medium diary. We'll start by planting some strawberry seeds here. We'll need these later. Entering the unicorn pen in the Ardougne zoo by Fairy Ring. Seriously, these horses have horns. I must be hallucinating. It's very interesting they let you come on Entrana with noted weapons. Like, don't mind me. I'm not carrying any weapons. I just deal in weapons.
It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us.
Flying to Castle Wars from Entrana. I had to unlock this route. It was annoying. Catching any fish off of the fishing platform. Pickpocketing the master farmer north of Ardougne. Let Martin know I said I'm sorry. Donate a large sum of money to a dubious religious nonprofit in exchange for untold power. What could possibly go wrong? Need to grapple over this wall. Very efficient. And then I need to actually complete one quest, which is the hand in the sand. Hence why I got 49 crafting earlier in this episode. So let's get that knocked out of the way. And that's the end of the Hand in the Sand quest. Glad to have that one out of the way. Let's go ahead and complete the task. Oh, 50 crafting. Nice. Just grabbing the sand from Bert here, which is the medium task. Probably won't be doing this, however, as it's obviously not very useful on a main account. It's worth like 5k per day. And also, yes, I know that there is a train in the background. Sorry, it's loud. And a plane. And the last step is actually to harvest these strawberries that I planted at the beginning of this segment. And that's the end of the medium Ardougne diary. Let's go get that cape. All right, boom, there we go. Medium diary complete, and my cape has been upgraded. Of course, I'll go ahead and throw this experience on rune crafting as I've been doing. And that's 7.5k up to level 45 there, which is amazing. And just like with the Explorer Ring, this gives me a teleport to the Ardougne farm, which will make my farm runs a lot faster. Only 3 per day, but I don't think I'll be doing more than 3 farm runs per day anyway, so I can teleport straight to here and then teleport straight to the Port Sarim / Falador patch, and I'll be on my way a lot faster. However, we still have one more unlock to get, and that's the Xeric's talisman, so let's go get that next. Unfortunately, I will have to start by healing the wounded soldiers for 5% favor. So I know I just murdered a soldier right in front of you, but take these med packs, because that'll give me 5% satiation favor and means I can go kill the lizardmen. Bye. Alright, it legitimately took way too long to find this place, but since the rework anyway. But this is where I'll be killing the lizardmen to get the Xeric's talisman drop. I think it's a little bit faster to do it this way than to pickpocket the stone chests, though I generally prefer pickpocketing the stone chests instead. It's just up here in this little battlefield. Should hopefully be pretty quick, as it's not too uncommon of a drop, and the soldiers help tank some of the aggro. Hello, it's me from the future! Don't do what I did here. This is a terrible idea. This is definitely not the place you want to kill the lizardmen, as they don't give any favor when you kill them here. Kill them in the lizardman canyon. I have no idea what I was doing. I'm such a Zaya noob. Don't listen to what I'm doing here. Okay, thank you. Back to the episode. I was just looking up the drop rate for the talisman and realized that the drop rate actually is increased when you've completed the easy Koran diary. So I figured might as well get it knocked out of the way, as there's not much left to do for it, and it will save half the time here by having the drop rate. So let's do that. Mining some iron ore at another useless mine that no one will ever use for any reason other than a snowflake Iron Man. Viewing the stock of this general store for some reason. Realizing that you made a horrible decision donating to the nonprofit earlier and praying away your sins. Digging up something that's worth even less than dirt. Traveling to the middle of godforsaken nowhere because of a tourist attraction. Creating an illicit substance in the back room of a pub. Taking a quick detour to get 25 construction for the last task, and using my crystal saw to be able to build the oak tables a lot sooner than I would normally. Using my newfound construction level to relocate my house to Hosidius, which I will then teleport to and enter in order to complete the easy diary. Turning that in for the reward diary, as well as the Rada's Blessing, which can be pretty useful even at its current tier. And of course, you know where this goes, straight onto rune crafting. Alright, there's the Xeric's talisman. Got it after about 140 kills. Not too terrible. Let's go charge it up. And of course, this one is so incredibly useful, as it's got the teleport to the Xeric's Glade. This being the two magic trees that are literally right next to the farming patch. So this will be much faster than having to minigame teleport to Tithe Farm and run over. I did also unlock the house portal, which is just south, but the Xeric's talisman is still faster. And then the last thing I'm going to buy is actually some Catherby teleports. These are super nice now that they come in tab form, as you can just use them without having completed lunar diplomacy. And these are a little expensive, but they do teleport you much closer to the farming patch in Catherby than Camelot teleport tabs. So all these combined, my farm runs will be half the time cost that they were before. So what I'm actually going to do next is a little bit different. I'm actually just going to take some time to train some more agility. This week, my clan is actually having an agility skill of the week event. So I figured if there was any time to get some of the agility I need knocked out of the way, it would be this week. Obviously, I need 70 agility for the quest cape, and I'm not going to get all of that through quests alone. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of that knocked out here. I'll probably aim for around 65 before the end of the skill of the week. Of course, the entire time I'll be doing agility just to make sure that I'm maximizing my efficiency as much as possible. And of course, if you noticed in the stream footage, I was doing the wilderness agility arena in the wilderness until 55, and now I'm doing the Camelot course. Of course, using summer pies to boost up to the required level just to maximize experience gain as much as possible. Of course, this all goes back to my theory that it's best to maximize experience gain in the early game agility levels as much as possible, and just delay graceful until you get it passively. It is a very convenient unlock, but it's not overpowered by any means. Stamina potions get you everything that a graceful set gets you. I briefly debated potentially going out of the way to knock out the hard diary for Kandarin before getting these agility levels, and that would probably be worth it, as most of the skill requirements you need for the Kandarin hard diary are required for the quest cape as well. However, just because it's the skill of the week, I'm going to be doing this a little bit less efficiently than I would otherwise, but only going to 65, I'll still have a little bit more to do. Of course, the Kandarin hard diary gives you a huge buff in experience here, as it allows you to teleport right to the beginning of the course from the end, cutting out a huge running section. Alright, all that said, I'm going to be doing agility for probably the next 10 hours. swung by literally right before the system update with 60 agility. That's amazing, since now I don't need to use summer pies anymore to boost to get up here. And there we go. And almost 500 laps later, I somehow achieved 65 agility without even noticing. Super happy to have that done though. I also got passively almost 5 magic levels from 68 to just about 73, which is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love the fact that you can do agility efficiently and get a little bit of money out of it too. And the cool thing about getting this done now is I can actually afford to buy the graceful legs and the graceful hood, which will add to my graceful set effects. I still need more pieces obviously, and those will come in the future, but every piece you can get you might as well use. One relatively small thing, but I got a yew tree as a farming contract. This actually isn't worth it unless you really want farming experience anyway, as the yew tree sapling price is so high you won't profit on that farming contract and it takes forever. So I always downgrade these ones to easy, as I'll get something that I can at least use to bypass the yew tree. In this case I got Taroman. Even though the easy contract seed packs give you almost nothing, it's still worth it just to keep moving without having to spend all that money on a yew tree. And then also another small thing, I actually hit 59 hunter, so I can go ahead and build these yew birdhouses without having to use any more potions. It's ridiculous to me just how far you can get in hunter without actually training the skill other than doing birdhouses. Highly recommend it. Alright, and that is unfortunately where we're going to have to go off and leave this episode. Unfortunately, I recorded way too many clips for just this one episode, so we won't be able to do a gameplay time check at the end of this one, but I'll definitely do one at the end of the next one, so look forward to that. Hopefully, it should be out much sooner than this episode was. Take care everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.